and it is my pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all of you to the Matis 101 event of the Faculty of AgriSciences. The purpose of this event is to put your minds at ease, to try and answer some of the questions we think you have, and yes, also to tell you that you have made a good choice in choosing Stellenbosch University, and an even better choice by choosing AgriSciences. So for this virtual event, we would like to invite you to join us on the couch, pull a chair closer, have a cup of tea, or pour yourself a glass of wine if you are older than 18, and join us in a conversation about AgriSciences. We will talk to faculty staff and provide you with valuable information, but we will also introduce you to our students. Students like you who were once unsure about what they should study. Students that can tell you what it is all about. Students that will have honest views. That said, it is impossible to tell you everything you might want to hear. So should you during the program or afterwards still have questions, you are most welcome to email them to us at agric@sun.ac.za or to post them on our Telegram link. But let us kick off the program and ask a few questions to the Dean of the Faculty, Professor Dani Brink. Prof, why is Stellenbosch University a good choice for students to study?
The answer lies in the over 100 years of history of the faculty engaging in agriculture, education, training and research. Today we've built ourselves up to be recognized as the top agri-science faculty in Africa and amongst the top 100 in the world. We also offer world-class facilities, and you will be taught by excellent staff, of which over 90% is educated on the PhD level. And with that, we offer a wide range of internationally recognized programs, and that will give you a unique opportunity also to progress onto postgraduate studies, in which over 40% of our students choose to participate.
But why should they study AgriSciences? Why should students with a strong interest in the biological sciences, with good marks in maths and physical sciences, why should they choose AgriSciences?
Good question, Monica. Agriculture is synonymous with the global goals of sustainable and healthy food and fiber production, and with that offering a wide range of career options and working conditions. But we're training our students to become scientists in their own right, understanding not only the complexities of today, but being able also to solve the problems of tomorrow. But we must recognize that both maths and physics is paramount to the understanding of the complexity of biological systems that is at the core of AgriSciences, but also it assists students to understand the larger ecological, social and economic systems that AgriSciences forms a part of. Today, AgriSciences also depends highly on the integration of advanced technologies, which we heard of in the form of 4IR technologies, such as GIS systems or robotics, from engineering, which is making important contributions to smart agriculture, all the way through to data science, with machine learning and artificial intelligence being incorporated into agriculture as we speak. And all of that depending on a sound knowledge of mathematics and physics, being able to apply it to biological sciences.
Prof, some people would say that engineers and BSc students also solve problems. So can you perhaps explain to us what is the difference between a pure science degree like a BSc and then a BSc Agric or within the applied sciences and the agri-sciences?
Our degree programs offer our students an advanced opportunity to obtain detailed education with more depth orientation and specializing in their field of choice. It also leaves our students with a better ability to integrate different science and disciplines. Also, not only will the students obtain a professional qualification, but they will develop specific skills and attributes that will differentiate them in the working environment and really distinguish them from other degrees competing in the same domain.
Professor, with the COVID pandemic, there were many new challenges that everybody had to deal with. What, in your opinion, was the biggest challenge that agriculture faced, and what did our researchers, our departments and our graduates do to contribute and to help? Can you give us some practical examples?
Yeah, Monica, the first one that comes to mind was actually the prevailed and extended drought conditions that we faced across the region and many aspects of agriculture. We all remember still day zero, and that definitely was the biggest challenge posed to agriculture and agri-sciences in recent terms. It actually activated our researchers, lecturers and students over the short term to find real-time solutions by driving the efficiencies of irrigation systems through the application, for example, of soil moisture sensors, but linking them with the weather forecasts in order for the farmers to optimize the irrigation regimes and practices. Longer term, the ideas came forward to really study in far greater depth the ability of plants to tolerate droughts and to try and accentuate those features in our commercial crops through, amongst other, genetic transformation.
And Professor, perhaps on a lighter note, as a graduate of this faculty, what is your fondest, your best memory of Stellenbosch during your days here?
Definitely the integration with other fellow students, all the way from the classrooms, right through to the sports fields, and with that, making friends for life.
Well, if any of you or your parents still had doubts, I'm sure our dean has put your minds at ease. AgriSciences is not only a good choice, it's an excellent choice, it's an exciting choice, and it's a choice that will lead to opportunities in South Africa, Africa and abroad. But you don't have to take our word for it. Let me rather introduce you to some of our students.
Hello everyone, I am Cecile Bester and I am the chair of the AgriScience Student Association, and we are really looking forward to meeting you and getting to know you better. I'm from a very small town in the Free State called Vicksburg, and currently I'm busy with my master's degree in genetics.
Hello everyone, I'm Elzette van Skalkwijk, an animal science student and the current vice chairperson of the AgriScience Student Association.
Hello, my name is Alyasa Beg. I'm currently 4th year studying the degree of BSc AgriScience Economic Analysis and Management. I come from the Western Cape, Cape Town to be exact, Mitchells Plain.
Hi, my name is Kabanga Shakankale. I'm from Zambia. I'm studying my 4th year in agribusiness management. See, for me, agriculture is something which is very close to my heart because I see it as the easiest career to experience two of my passion: good food and the outdoors.
My name is Jackie Rousseau and I'm from Western Boland. I'm currently doing my postgraduate studies in agricultural economics. The reason why I chose Stellenbosch University is because the Faculty of AgriSciences is the top on the African continent.
Hi there, I'm Portia Solomon. I was born and bred in Cape Town, and I'm currently majoring in horticulture and plant pathology.
I'm Nicholas Besson and I'm from a farm just outside Villiersdorp in the Western Cape. I did my undergraduate studies in horticulture and entomology, and I'm currently busy with my master's in entomology.
Hi, my name is Anke Vaughan and I'm from Limpopo and I went to Stanford Lake College. I'm studying BSc Agricultural Economics. I think I chose Stellenbosch because of the kind of lifestyle you can live down here. From hiking with your friends to going to the movies in town and just having a sense of community that this town is based primarily around the students.
Stellenbosch University and the Faculty of AgriScience are recognized internationally as part of the best, and I knew academically this would be the best choice for me.
Hi, my name is Sheila Hartneck and I'm from Worcester. I'm studying BSc Plant and Soil Sciences.
My name is Nandi Padlamini. I'm from Bizana, Eastern Cape, and I study animal science, Masters in Animal Science. So I chose Stellenbosch University because it's one of the top universities in the country, and it also sits pretty high in the world ranks as well.
Hi everyone, my name is Eric Brandt and I'm from a really small town in the Klein Karoo called Barrydale. I study BSc Viticulture and Oenology here at Stellenbosch University, which is one of the best universities in the world to study winemaking. You're surrounded by passionate individuals that love the industry, and you're guided by lecturers that are experts in their field. Being part of the AgriScience family is fantastic. You are part of a bigger community and you're exposed to so many more fields in agriculture, and it all works towards making the world a better place in the future. And that future turned out for me to be making wine.
I am Ayanda Ngabane. I matriculated from Sangoni Senior Secondary School, which is a high school in Lusikisiki, which is a town in the Eastern Cape. I study forestry and wood product sciences. I'm doing my 3rd year this year. Firstly, when I came to Stellenbosch, I came for schemators, and then I fell in love with the place. And yeah, as everybody knows, like Stellenbosch is one of the best universities, highly ranked in the country and highly ranked in the whole entire world.
My name is Ruan. I'm from Gansbaai in the Western Cape. I went to Overberg High in Caledon, and I am currently busy with my master's studies in animal sciences. Since high school, I've always wanted to come to Maties. I didn't even apply to other universities. It was Maties or nothing.
Hi guys, I'm Liam du Plessis. I'm from Johannesburg. I'm currently in my 3rd year of study at Stellenbosch University, studying viticulture and oenology. I chose Stellenbosch because after visiting a couple of the universities throughout South Africa, I knew that this place was for me. It truly is beautiful here. There's nothing to compare to the other places, whether it be the facilities or the actual beauty where we are.
I'm sure you are now convinced that you want to start your journey at Stellenbosch and within the Faculty of AgriSciences. So let's look at what is on offer. The programs that we offer are grapevine and wine sciences, conservation ecology, agricultural economics, animal sciences, plant and soil sciences, forestry and wood sciences, and food science. But within these programs, there are sometimes different fields to study. For example, in plant and soil science, you can choose between crop production systems with agronomy, horticultural sciences or grapevine sciences, with entomology, genetics, plant pathology, or agricultural economics. There's another crop production systems program with agronomy, agricultural economics, and animal sciences. But there's also crop protection and breeding, and soil and water management. In forestry and wood sciences, you can choose between forestry and natural resources sciences and wood product sciences. And in agricultural economics, you have even more options. And you may think, but I have absolutely no idea what these subjects are all about and what choice I should make. So let me try and help you. Important to know is that you will never learn only one thing. You might want to study animal sciences, but that includes animal physiology, animal breeding, animal nutrition, and meat science. But to understand that, you need knowledge on agronomy and soil science. How else would you understand the nutrition and the feeding part of animal sciences? You will do genetics, agricultural economics, because everything will have to do and make financial sense. And to understand the end product, it will include aspects of food science in the subject animal product science. You will learn many things from different disciplines. Also important to know is that the foundation of your degree program lies within science. Most programs will start with biology, maths bio, physics bio, and the only reason why it's physics bio is we know that you're not going to become a laser physicist or a nuclear physicist. It also includes chemistry and computer skills. These subjects are the same as the maths, biology and chemistry students within natural sciences do. You will sit in the same classes and you have the same lecturers as other BSc students. Only in your second semester, that is the second half of the year, you will have a subject from AgriSciences, example food science or animal science. So have a look at the similarities between these programs. Except for conservation ecology and agricultural economics, you have very similar subjects. This also means that if you're unsure at this moment, don't stress that much. There are possibilities of changing over. Obviously, there are some exceptions, example, wood and wood product sciences, agricultural economics and management, one crop production systems field, and then also the new B Data Science program, which focuses on statistical genetics. These programs have very specific first-year subjects, so changing between programs will not be that easy and will in most cases require an extra year of study. If you are still unsure about your program choice, visit the Open Day platform. You will find presentations, videos and brochures on every department and all the programs. If you want to see the detail of your program and what every subject is all about, use the faculty calendar or contact faculty staff for assistance. Lastly, you will also have a comprehensive online onboarding program and welcoming program before classes start next year, and that will also help you understand the structure, the subjects and the university. And on that note, let us ask our students what is exciting about what they study.
Stellenbosch is a great place. I didn't expect to come here, but when I did, I was very happy that that's the place I came to.
What drew me to the university was the nature, the scenery, as well as the people.
The exciting things about agriculture is it is a constantly growing field. Where there's always new technologies that you can learn from.
The diversity within the degree itself, we learn everything from accounting, theory of interest, social sciences to animal production, physiology, animal sciences, soil science. So we really touch on a wide range of things.
I think what is exciting for me about what I study is that when I finish here, there's no one specific direction I have to go in. I can choose my own path and my own destiny from here on out.
What's exciting is there's a lot of different aspects in animal sciences. You get breeding and genetics, nutrition, physiology, production, management. So there's a whole lot of paths you can take. And it's also, if you love the outdoors, it's not only, you're not just in the office or in the lab, you also get out to go to abattoirs, visit farms and see how the setup works.
Coming here, I have been opened up to a world of other possibilities with the degree, so it's very broad.
I enjoy the practical component of my course the most. Not only have I learned a lot in the animal physiology lab, but I also had the most fun and made friends during the sheep digestibility trial we did in 2021.
We really on the best forefront to tackle the real world, and what's nice about it is that we're not just static within the AgriScience field or industry, but we can branch out beyond AgriScience and still use the tools that we've learned throughout our studies and implement it wherever we go.
Wow, being at university is really exciting. You are surrounded by more than 30,000 young people of your age and you can have a lot of fun. But university life will have its own challenges. You will need to adapt to a new environment, a school or a campus different to what you are used to, bigger classes where in your first year you can be sometimes up to 300 students in a class, or to online classes where you have limited interaction with lecturers and fellow students. You will need to adapt to a workload that will most probably double, if not increase threefold, and the pace at which these things will happen will be challenging to say the least. Having said all of that, we are here to help you in and through your journey. The university has an amazing support structure that offers different services. I have invited Dr. Natasha Brown, Coordinator for Student and Academic Affairs in the faculty, and our Vice Dean for Teaching and Learning to help us understand this. Welcome, Natasha. Welcome, Professor. So let's just jump straight into it. What type of support does the faculty and the university offer to students?
Monica, I would like to start with the first type of support that first-year students will encounter upon their arrival. So when they arrive at the university residence or a private ward organization, they will be introduced to their assigned mentors. The mentors have been appointed to guide the first years through the first few weeks of university by instituting a culture of interactive learning. Throughout the first academic year, the mentors will assist first years firstly with the transition from school and home to campus and the tertiary academic environment, to flourish in their personal and professional capacities and to do well holistically. The mentors will also assist the faculty in monitoring the students' academic progress and their general well-being, especially during the first semester.
Before we continue, may I perhaps ask, if a student does not know who his or her mentor is, where would he get that information? Where does he go?
So when a student is assigned to a university residence or a PSO, that is in your private ward organization, they should receive a welcoming letter from the house committee. Amongst others, the mentors will be introduced to the first years, and their roles and responsibilities will also be explained. As previously mentioned, when the first year arrives at the university residence or the PSO, they will be introduced to their assigned mentor. If resident students do not have a mentor, they should speak to their residence head or the primarius or primaria as soon as possible. In the case of a private ward student, the students should speak to the PSO coordinator or to the primarius or primaria as soon as possible. If not, they may contact me in this regard.
What other support does the faculty offer to students?
So Monica, the students in our faculty is not just seen as a number. They are seen as unique individuals that may experience unique challenges and circumstances. We therefore do not consider a one-solution-fits-all approach. When students encounter academic challenges, they should firstly speak to their lecturer, because the lecturers are well equipped to deal with academic matters and will assist and guide a student where reasonably possible. Should students need additional assistance that cannot be addressed via the lecturers, the students may contact me to discuss any factors that may have an impact on their academic performance and their academic journey. Interventions may include additional tutor assistance, absolutely free of charge to the student, referral to the Unit for Academic Counselling and Development, where educational psychologists will work either one-on-one with students or in a group context on effective study methods, time management, thinking skills, stress management during tests and examinations, and so much more. Or it could be a referral to the Unit for Psychotherapeutic and Support Services for personal development and support. For example, for those struggling with transition from school to university, social skills, anxiety, depression, and trauma. It could be a referral to the Disability Unit for academic concessions such as extra writing time, enlarged reading material, or assistive technology, for example, reading software. It could also be a referral to the Unit for Graduate Career Services for assistance with your career choices, CV writing, interviewing skills, and personal branding. There could be a referral to the Writing Laboratory for assistance with academic writing. Now, all the above mentioned services are absolutely free of charge. The one that you may pay for would be a referral to the Language Centre for assistance with academic literacies, academic reading and writing skills in English and in Afrikaans.
Speaking of the Language Centre, there are so many misconceptions about Stellenbosch and language. Prof. Du Toit, can you perhaps explain the language policy of the university? What can Afrikaans and non-Afrikaans speaking students expect?
Yeah, thank you for that question. So the language policy of the university is about multilingualism. And that means that every student will have the opportunity to either study in Afrikaans or English. And our first year students in the Faculty of AgriSciences mostly have their subjects in natural sciences or economic management sciences. And seeing that those are large classes, they have a parallel choice of either choosing to be in an Afrikaans class or an English class. Where there is no option for parallel medium, the students will have the option to either have English lectures with translation into Afrikaans or vice versa. And all exams can be answered in the language of choice of the students, which means the students have the option to choose which language they are most comfortable in their studies and teaching and learning affairs.
Thank you for that. Although there's help and that language is not an obstacle or shouldn't be an obstacle to student success, there will also be tests and exams. And I know our first years have to write exams quite early after they've arrived on campus. Natasha, can you enlighten us on that, please?
So these are called early assessments. The results from these tests will be used to identify students who are most likely to need additional support, which may include additional tutor assistance, referral to an educational psychologist at the Unit for Academic Counselling and Student Development, and the writing laboratory, and so on.
Prof, I know Stellenbosch would love to have all her students on campus and in classes next year, but we really don't know how this COVID is going to play out in the next months and the following year. That said, how does teaching take place in these unusual times? In person, online, perhaps a blend of it? What can first-year students expect?
Well, obviously our hope is that we can welcome all students back to campus and that it will be the full normal campus with no online experiences or very limited. In the current scenario, it's really a blend of using different offerings. So with bigger classes, the theory is normally online, with smaller groups for practicals or tutorials. So I think we've learned so much in the online space. Some of these aspects will stay for next year, but for us, the first prize would be to really have the students back in class, because I believe that is still the best way of teaching, is to have the students in class for their teaching and learning experience, especially the first year students, which come from school, which is a very new experience. They have to adapt, as we've heard now, doing their own thing, having to manage their own program. I think that interaction, socially as well as academically, is crucial to grow as a student in the university setup.
And perhaps a question that parents might have, Natasha. What about student safety? Is our campus safe? Will our students be safe? And what do they do if they feel unsafe?
So Monica, I believe that safety starts with us all. We firstly must ensure that we have and maintain good safety practices. For example, we should not walk or jog alone while having earphones on, late at night or early in the morning. We should keep our doors and windows locked when leaving our rooms or our flats. We should not display valuable possessions when leaving our cars or our rooms, or we should rather walk in a group at night and not alone. In terms of the university, most residences have door monitors for access control. Trained campus security patrols campus and buildings regularly. They do that during daytime and at night. Students and staff should make use of the green route, where campus security visibly patrols the area. Students should make use of the escort services between 8 o'clock at night and 5 o'clock in the morning, and these are offered by campus security. Students and staff are encouraged to make use of the shuttle services, and tests and examinations are not scheduled at night time. If students feel unsafe, they may call campus security, or they may send in WhatsApp to campus security.
Then just a final question to the both of you. What is the one piece of advice that you would give to prospective students? Professor?
Yeah, from my side, I think it's an exciting journey that will start, and to be open-minded about coming to campus, coming to study, and live your dream. It's all about you and what you will make of your studies on campus.
Natasha?
Okay, so come to campus with an attitude of openness, a willingness to learn, and the courage to ask for help if you need it.
So perhaps the take-home message to all of you watching is that even though this will be your journey, you do not have to take it alone. Please do ask for help. Keep on asking until you get the help you need. And now let's hear from our students.
The difficult part is especially if you're first year, adapting to learning online. It is a hell of a shock to go through from going from contact classes over to online.
University is definitely not easy, and I would say the difficult part of it is time management.
For me, it was juggling the workload also with my social life, time management skills, and learning not to bunk schoolwork because it will always come back to haunt you during like the week.
For me, one of the challenging things would be staying committed to your studies. It's so easy to get distracted.
For me, the main challenge was having to juggle academics, social life, as well as sport, because I play for my first team soccer. So it was a tough challenge to juggle all those aspects. But yeah, there were times where I just had to dig deep and focus on my studies, and that's why I am where I am now in my 4th year of studies.
I went to the lecturer afterwards, asked a question about an equation, and she looked at me, asked my name, and said, "Eric, calm down, it's all going to be fine. Look at me, look at the demis and tutors here. We've all been through the same. Just keep your head down, work hard, maintain a balance, and it will all be fine at the end."
One of the most difficult things coming from high school to university is the leap and to try and find balance between your social life and your academics. But believe me, once you find it and get in the groove, you can do it.
For me, at first, it was time management and then understanding the system of the university and also the pace that the university studies, like they move on, it's very fast.
I think what's difficult about university studies is the no-nonsense policy, and you really have to grow up, and it instills a lot of discipline in you. And then also just learning to be around people of very many different backgrounds and cultures.
I think what has been challenging or difficult was learning that the further you go, it doesn't get easier necessarily, but I think you adjust to it. So the ease comes from adapting, and you sort of you rise to the occasion each time, and you surprise yourself. So it's been nice to surprise myself in that way.
And I would say the work was pretty hard, was difficult, and I must say it was quite hard adapting, getting out of your parents' house, and now suddenly you got to live on your own, and everything you got to do everything on your own now.
I shall say the biggest step up from school to university is the amount of work, the increase of the work, as well as the amount of freedom you have, because nobody's there to check up on you. But luckily, with good time management, nothing is impossible. And at Stellenbosch University, you're never alone. There's always somebody else that feels the same as you. And there are also qualified people working for the university to help you during difficult times.
The workload, it's a lot. And you have to stay on top of things. It's every day, you have to work at it every day.
I would encourage students to try and stay as up to date with work as possible, as this really eliminates test and exam stress. Also, reach out for the support you need, whether that may be academically or emotionally. University can be difficult and quite intimidating at times, so please ask for the help. Embrace every opportunity. Make friends, make memories, and hopefully this will make your journey as enjoyable here as mine was up to this point.
By now you should know that students and student success is very important to us. So where to from here? You've applied, you've received a conditional offer, or perhaps you are still on a waiting list. Some of you, we hope all of you, have accepted your offer, but you still have questions. What will my first year subjects be? Will I receive a final offer? What do I do if I want to change my program? And for all these questions, we turn to our faculty administrator and assistant registrar, Mrs. Hafsa Hamid. Welcome, Hafsa.
Thank you, Monica.
Let me start by asking, what is a conditional offer and will students get a final offer?
Okay, conditional offer is normally for students who applied with their grade 11 results. So they need to obtain a final offer. We also give conditional offers to matriculants who matriculated already but are improving their results. So they also require a final admission, and they normally get that final admission around about by the end of January, pending when the Department of Education release their matric results.
Do the students have to send in their matric results to the university?
No, that will definitely not be necessary. The Department of Education send the university their matric results. The university then link it to the applicant. So we have it online already. But students that improve their results, matric results, they definitely need to send me their marks so that I can link it with the applicant as well. And sometimes foreign schooling also needs to send me their matric results.
And do they send those results to you at ghhamid@sun.ac.za, or do they send it to the Client Services Centre?
Please send the results directly to my email. Otherwise, it will take a while before I get it from client service. I will try to respond as soon as possible, because that is the time of the year that we have lots of inquiries.
Hafsa, I know that students are not always 100% sure if they've made the right program choice. And although many of our programs start off with the same modules, can a student change his or her program? And if so, until when, and how do they go about?
Okay. Yes, students can send me an email if they want to change the program. They obviously need to qualify on the program requirements to qualify as well. Please, students, remember that the BSc Food Science program is quite full. They can only accept a certain amount of students, so we do select the best students for those programs. So you will probably then go on to a waiting list until there's space available for you.
And what about students from other faculties that might be listening at the moment? Will the faculty consider students now, or even in the beginning of the new academic year, if they want to change over to a program within AgriSciences?
Yes, they can definitely send me an email in that regard as well. Please note that they do need to qualify on our program requirements before they can get admission.
The university also offer extended degree programs, and for those that don't know, an extended degree program, or EDP, in Afrikaans noem ons dit 'n verlengde graadprogram of 'n VGP, is to assist students with inadequate schooling but with proven potential to master their degree programs. In most EDPs, an additional year is added to the mainstream program where they get extra help in this, so that they can better their foundation. So the bottom line is a 3-year program becomes 4 years, and a 4-year becomes 5-year. So the question to you, Hafsa, is since students are placed into an EDP based on marks, if a student has received a conditional offer for an EDP program, and should they better their marks during their final matric year, can they change over to a mainstream program?
Yes, students can send me an email as well to ask to be considered for the mainstream program. Reason being that all students don't want to change over to mainstream due to various reasons. The same will also apply to a mainstream student that's been accepted for mainstream that actually don't qualify now and might qualify for the EDP. So in that regard, they can send me an email as well.
It almost sounds to me that students just need to stay in contact with you.
Yes, I try to always be up to date with my emails on a daily basis, so I will respond as soon as possible.
Okay. Do international students have to do anything else than students that write the National Senior Certificate or an IB examination?
Yes, international students need to go through a pre-registration process, which is done via international office. So all they require is the updated results, a study permit, medical aid, proof of medical aid, and the registration fee in order to get registration clearance.
And how does registration work, and when does it happen?
Yes, students will receive communication regarding the orientation and registration program. And then there's two kinds of registration that normally happen. We have what we call an e-registration, which is an online registration process, and that is specifically for students that's sitting far from campus, that have internet access, that can do a registration. It's quite an easy process if your admission is final, if you qualify on program requirements. Then we also have what we call a face-to-face registration, which is done in our Narga computer venue, and those would be for students that actually want to change a program, want to get more information about the specific program, because all our academics from various departments are available to assist students, and also our international students also register at Narga.
Do you have any advice for prospective students?
Yes, I receive lots of inquiries from students and their parents regarding the curriculum they have to follow. Where do they get the curriculum? Where do they get the module content? Please have a look at our faculty yearbook. It's available on our university website under the Faculty of AgriSciences yearbook or calendar. The curriculum will be there of all our programs, and then the module contents will be available alphabetically at the back of the book.
Thank you. And once again, you are not alone in this journey of yours. We might take a while to answer your email or to get back to you, but help is available. Please remember, if you still have questions, please send them to us via email or use the Telegram link. And for those who have not subscribed to any of our social media platforms, please do so.
You have to be consistent in your commitment to your studies, because only that and your motivation will really help you through the troubled times.
If you come to Marties, you just have to be self-disciplined and have good time management. I would advise you to really go to your classes and work hard if you want to play hard.
Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to approach your seniors to help you, because at the end of the day, we're all here with the same goal, and that is to make a better life for ourselves, for our family.
Always stay focused, manage your time very well, and stay up to date with your studies.
Whenever you feel like struggling, it does not mean you are failing. It means just keep going.
Work hard, believe in yourself, trust in yourself, and have fun while you're doing it.
I mean, they're going to be fine. First of all, you're going to be fine. But I would say that it would be best if you establish like a solid structure or routine early on, just so that if you happen to deviate, you have something to reference to get you back on track. But just enjoy the degree and immerse yourself in the student life, and you'll probably come out a well-rounded person if you really immerse yourself and get involved.
No matter what, don't give up. Even if it feels like there's no hope, just keep on going and never give up. Even if it feels like everything is falling apart, and just keep on going and never, just keep your head high and keep on going.
Nike, just do it. I know it seems really tough, and no one can explain to you how it is to be in university until you're actually here. And I promise you, as bizarre as it may sound, it literally does all just work out for you.
I know that it's a tough time right now. There's such a lot of pressure on you, deciding what you're going to study, if it's going to be the right thing you choose. But at the end of the day, your hard work now will pay off in the future.
If there's one piece of advice I could give you, is to definitely make friends in class. They're not the reason why you started your degree, but they will more than likely be the reason why you finish and have the greatest time at Stellenbosch. Good luck with your exams, and we can't wait to see you on campus next year.
And now we are at the end of this virtual event. Hope you enjoyed the program. Remember, AgriScience is exciting, it's science in practice, it's sought after, it's needed. It will lead to many career fields and opportunities. From me and the AgriSciences team, I wish you well for the final stretch of your grade 12 year. Make the most of it, make it special, work hard, get the grades. Ask for help and stay safe. See you all in 2022.